Hey there, Heather. Hello there. It's Jeff Cutter. I'm welcoming you to another 70s, 90s ASG Golf video for the 70s, 90s tour. We're in Oakmont. We're starting round one of the U.S. Open 2025. So this is a major. So top 40 and ties move on instead of the top 70 and ties in a normal stroke play competition. If you win this tournament, you go to the Tournament of Champions at the end of the year, starting on New Year's Day 2026 in Augusta. Who will join? Paul Azinger, Nick Price, David Duvall, and Johnny Miller in the list of guys who are automatically in. David Duvall, David will take second place in. Oh, Justin Leonard. Sorry, I'm missing him. Justin Leonard. Yeah. I mean, when I look at the names and all of that, I have to basically say that, with the exception of the 80s, 2000s, that this is basically a star-studded tour. I mean, you got Leonard, Azinger, Price, Duvall, and Johnny Miller being great players. And Johnny Miller broke the curse of the 70s. As first four tournaments were won by someone from the 90s. Chichi Rodriguez, David Duvall, well, he was David Duvall until he went. Lee Jansen, Jack Nicklaus, and Jerry Pate are all second place. If you take second place, don't fret. You you'll take second place. But if you win the subsequent tournament, your second place will be negated. Otherwise, you at worst will be going to the backdoor tournament for one of 6 wildcard spots. 12 winners per month, well, for the monthly thing, and then 6 for the other guys. So we have 18 guys times 4, 72 people, and all that. So anyway, let's start the U.S. Open. We're going to be focusing on Johnny Miller. Johnny Miller. I said Johnny Miller clearly twice. Fuck. My apologies. Regardless, so we're going to Oakmont, which is not an easy course in a sense. Mark Hayes a triple bogey +4. Right now, only 3 guys are below par: Greer Jones, J. Don Blake, and Jerry Pate. But after all, we're so early. So yeah, John Sclee Eagles on 9. He's now tied for first place with Pate, Twitty, McNulty, and Andrade. Not the wrestler. I mean, the wrestler who was married to Charlotte Flair, and that marriage just disintegrated faster than the rain. An eagle by John Mahaffey, the guy who got one of the American spots in the Olympic tournament last year, shocking the world. Leonard Thompson, Eagles. I think Leonard Thompson was a New England Patriots running back one time, wasn't he? Or fullback? Yeah, I think that was Leonard Thompson. I might remember that. Quadruple bogey for Jim Wakers. Quadruple bogey for Roger Volpe, who is an iconic. Triple bogey for Leonard Thompson. He eagled and then he triple bogeys. That's kind of weird how you have a guy who had a great moment in eagling. Dan Forbesman, Homer Blancas, Homer White, -4. Lauren Roberts and Lee Jansen are your leaders. Jansen is a runner-up, so Jansen would like to take his second place from March and turn it into a championship. 20 Jacklet Eagles on 9. Yeah, that 9th hole is going to be big. We're just going to keep you posted with front 9 stuff because I do have a bit of a commitment watching the Stanley Cup final, which will be in game 4. If the Panthers win, it's 3-1. If not, the others make it 2-2, and we will have a 6th game. I believe it's Monday. I know Saturday's game 5. Monday will be game 6. Al Geiberger, a legend. Quadruple bogey. Yikes. Yeah, it's the top 40 in ties. That 9th hole is Eagle-able. Eagle-able. Sometimes you have to say it in two different words. So yeah, big time ahead. July, the men will go to Royal Portrush for the British Open, which is British Open in real life, and then the 4 tours will be at Royal Portrush. And I know you're probably thinking, did I fix the whole situation with Royal Portrush and being at the British Open? The answer is yes. I talked to ASG Golf, and they gave me the different course, the open style course, and it's worked. You go for Funsive. So everything's worked out fine. August will be at 4 different golf courses. There will be a team event. So the team event has been greenlit for August. So it's going to be a different type of team event. Like it's going to be U.S. versus international. Scott Hoke Eagles there. Yeah, that par 5 9th. Yeah, so it's U.S. international, and it will be basically match plays for the 5 sessions and all that. Tom Pertzer, -6 on the front 9. He's looking to tie Lee Jansen, who's got a 600 par. In September, we're going to be in Glen Abbey for the 4th major of the year, the Canadian major. October and November, every one of the 4 tours will be at a different course, and in December at the Great Holes. Johnny Miller leads off. Legendary guy. On the left-hand side, that's Canada. That's center for of 332. You'll see the golf club run up and some here. So I thought it's Canadian, but it's not. Because there would be a Canadian freaking flag there. And Per Johansson. I think it's not that hat on him, but that's his hair. His hair can't be that blonde. Fair up and wide left. Miller. That's to the left. Hair. Stayed on the green. Johnny place. That's pretty fair. That doesn't look pretty either. For birdie. That looks pretty. Wow, that was a miss. Miller. So even everywhere. Tom Pertzer now -8. So Tom Pertzer coming out of frickin' nowhere. Now hands are on 2. Up and clean. There's that little divot. I think that's that ditch. It is the ditch that's used for the knife, I think. Look out. Uh-oh. Right in that one little part in the middle where the bunker is, but it hit the rough. So no big deal. Down the left-hand side. That's good. 52 away. Pair, up and over. Okay. Johnny Miller. Yeah, 5 away. 6 away. Rick here. Birdie. No par. For birdie. Nope. No par. Johansson? He couldn't. We're going to 3, and we will have where the church pews are. Now, Like, I think it's the 5th hole. I was confused that why the church pews would be there. I'm like, they're already there. Well, that's the other hole. It's a key box for another hole, like the 4th or 5th hole on the left. The church pews. When you look at the church pews, like a fairway to the left. That's a different hole. There, up and over. I think it's the 4th because they're in the fairway here. Fairway. Children. Johnny? Nope. Perfect. That's like 4. Fair? Nope. And that's 5. Everywhere top. Yeah, on the 4th. To the bunkers? There's the church bunkers. Johnny was away from him and on the tank. And fair. Well, Johnny Miller, I think, is the only one to start off clean. Fair was in regulation. Johnny? Fair. Well, he got out of the bunker. Although that wasn't really the best thing. Yeah, because he should have hit the bunker in the first place, Mom. Johnny Miller? Oh, my gosh. That was almost perfect for birdie. 35 feet. He has to putt. Oh my God, how did he do that? It's amazing birdie on 1. Now it's amazing birdie on 4. Fair for 2. And remember, stop 40 and ties. Paul Azinger Eagles on 9. He goes -4. He's a pretty good golfer. Well, he won the February tournament. Now, of course, the question remains, like Azinger and the 4 other guys, what if they win a second tournament? Well, technically, the guy behind him would win the trip to Augusta. What's even worse, in a sense, well, Azinger will technically there'll be 2 winners for the tournament, if you will. But technically, Azinger would be disqualified from the other tournaments. Like, he's not allowed to compete. Parrot hit the left side. Johnny Miller, will he stay perfect? Nope. I was going to say, will he stay perfect fairways in regulation? Oh, no. I think I just had a question. Nope, not yet. Okay. I was like, I haven't seen part 3 yet. So, he's going to be way back. 30 feet, 10 yards. Now, if you ask yourself, how do you know it's 30 feet? Well, I'm Canadian, and I know 3 feet is in the yard, or 3.3 feet. But the tip, oh, what a shot. Miller would have had a great birdie putt. And so people look fair. Looking good. Miller for par. No, that's great. Enhancement for birdie. That's okay. That's better. They should be 32 days. Good par. Now we're going to do the first 9 holes, and then we're just going to let things roll.
Left.
Whoa, that's way left.
Left.
Well, Paris went left, but it didn't go that far left. Johnny hit the bunker. I think it's a good move by John. No. Why did I make those noises? Because you're nervous. Of course I'm nervous. Wow, that shot's way up there. He's going to have a long putt for bogey. Too much. Miller? He'll bogue. For double. It's from -2 to +1 in the span of 1 hole. And they're all triple, all the +1. Hell, Irwin Eagles on 9. Well, someone better frickin' equal on 9 for us. For this pairing. The Johnny Miller pairing. Yeah, of course, like people like Johnny Miller, they can have shit tournaments the rest of the way, but they'll still get their spot at Augusta. But I mean, you wanna do well and get prize money. I mean, money means a lot to these guys. That's not like fair. Johnny Miller for part. Birdie Miller. Okay. On to 8. For birdie. Well, you might as well lag because you don't want to overshoot it. For birdie, nice job. For Johansson. I mean, having 3 good birdies, but everything hit with that triple bogey. Now on 9. Remember, a really good season. We're still having the slow on 9, which is pretty good. Almost a stroke under par. Look out for the wow. Fair just ignored that pitch. Second shot. Can you get on in 2? No. Well, he had the bad angle. Miller. Up and top of 1 yards, about 33 feet. Pair. Oh, that's a beauty shot. That's beautiful. He's only 12 feet away. For Eagle. Throw the top for birdie from 31 feet. 1 out of 9 chance. Off by 2, he'll bird. That's all right. 112 feet. He had a 1 in about 4 chance. No, sir. He'll bird. There himself. And we gotta actually hustle. Where do we have? Where is Johansson? There they are. Group 41 out of a possible 48 groups. Lots of Eagles. So yeah, so a lot of things are going on right now. Marco Mura does the Eagle. Tommy Tolles Eagles. The next round. Well, Tom Pertzer did have a fast start, 6 under par, but he looked pretty good. But Tom Pertzer does have the lead at 7 under par. Lee Jansen, who took second in March, he's second at 6 under par. Hale Irwin and Tommy Tolles are tied at -5. I think Irwin. I thought Hale Irwin was a top 5 guy, but no. So Hale and Tommy Tolles tied for third. Marco Mira is fifth. John Mahaffey, Lauren Roberts, Nick Price, Jim Colbert, Paul Azinger, and Johnny Miller are all at 300 par, tied for sixth. At the bottom of the barrel, Bob Tway +9, Gene Cyrus +9, Gary Grove, Colin Montgomery +8, Roger Welby, Bobby Mitchell. If we did the original top 70 in ties, there would be +2 would be the dagger, but and have 86 golfers in. But it's top 40 in ties, so that means even par, we would have 46 golfers in. People who would survive. Jerry Hurd, Dave Stockton would survive David Verity. We've heard of him. Scott Hoke would survive Jose Maria Olazaba, would survive Steve Pate, John Daly, Hubie Green, Fred Couples. Whereas people like Brad Faxon and Jasper Parnevik are one behind the line. So right now 46 golfers would get in. And I believe that Jerry Pate would be like in group like 50, right? Because he started late. 44. Yeah, he started late. -2 with Wayne Grady and Dean Beeman. Pate would make it. Trying to make it in. All that. But who's counting? Well, we're counting on you to watch the rest of this thing. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond to do.